news coming in from Karnataka. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has called for a meeting of trade bodies, power department and small-scale industries department over the power tariff hike tomorrow. Now remember, as far as this latest development is concerned, it's in the wake of the traders and small industry owners observing a day-long bandh today opposing the recent hike in power tariff. So they have given a call for a day-long bandh and it was first given by the Hubli-based Karnataka Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the KCCI. Small traders, business houses, industries are also taking out protests across the Congress-ruled state demanding a rollback of the power tariff hike. And the Chief Minister earlier as well, to address all of those concerns, did say that he will reach out to the trade unions body. And in the latest, we're learning that he has now called for a meeting of the trade bodies, power department and small-scale industries over the power tariff hike tomorrow. So that meeting is to take place tomorrow. But this protest simultaneously happening at a time when the state government started the registration process earlier this week for the Gruha Jyothi scheme. Now, this scheme is about offering up to 200 units of free electricity for residential connections. But with regards to the breakdown, the details that have now been shared by the Karnataka government, many are unhappy with the kind of hike that they will have to pay around the electricity charges. And given that this protest is being staged in Karnataka, day-long bandh that is being observed by several small-scale industries as well as power department as well, also the trade bodies. They are staging this bandh, but KCCI acting president says that the hike in power tariff has gone up between 50 and 70%, and that has impacted small businesses. So that's the reason why they continue to raise these demands. We've seen a large number of traders, small and micro industry owners, march up to the office of the Deputy Commissioner with banners and placards as well today. Those are the scenes we've pretty much learnt of since today, since we've been hearing of this kind of a protest that is being staged by the trade bodies. Let me go across to Malvika Avinash of the BJP joining us on the phone line. Ms. Avinash, what do you make of this? The Chief Minister earlier as well said that he will reach out to all of those who are speaking of a protest, of a bandh as we speak, that's taking place in the state of Karnataka. He now says he will be meeting the concerned trade bodies, power department and small-scale industries tomorrow.
You see, what has happened in Karnataka is the Congress came to power with fake promises that they are unable to fulfill once they came to power. One of them is this 200 units of electricity that they said every household will get for free. They started that way, but now they have imposed several preconditions on the receipt of that 200 units for free. Right? I won't go into those details. What has happened as against that is there is a huge hike in the power tariff that is to be paid by all those who use 200 units and above. And obviously the most affected ones are the traders and the small-scale industries in the state who are all up in arms now. Their own MLA, who's a very, very senior MLA, he's 90 plus years old, Shamnur Shivashankarappa of Davangere, has raised his hand in protest against this power tariff hike. Therefore, Siddaramaiah first will have to answer his own MLAs, and then, of course, these trade bodies which are affected by this tariff hike, not to mention consumers like me, consumers like a whole lot of us who have households and who are having to pay an increased power tariff because he made some promise that he is unable to fulfill. How can he punish the entire state and all its people because he wants to keep his guarantee? This is not how it works. The Congress party should have had the wisdom to sit down with all the stakeholders to check if the promises they were making to the people of Karnataka were those that can be kept. So they have done it in total, they have completely overlooked the costs.
Okay.
So
you're contending the fact that none of these conditions were put forth in public domain while these promises were made in the poll manifesto. Thank you, Ms. Avinash, for speaking to us. Of course, now this is blown out of proportion with several taking to streets to protest against the state government's announcement. Let me go across to my colleague Neha as well, joining us with more details. The BJP, of course, raising those serious questions. There are those who have taken to streets. They'd already decided that today they're going to be calling for a day-long bandh. The Chief Minister has now decided to meet the trade bodies, the power department, along with small-scale industries, Neha. That's going to happen tomorrow. But the Chief Minister earlier did come out to say that this particular hike in power tariffs is only because of the earlier areas, and it's not going to last beyond the month of June. So what is the state government doing to pacify all of those in protest?
Well, what we're now picking up is that Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, in fact, has called for a meeting tomorrow of all of the trade unions over here that are striking today, and also with the power department and the small scale industries department as well. This is important because, we saw the kind of politics that played out over this entire issue earlier as well, with the Congress government in the state accusing the BJP, saying that it was during their tenure that this hike was, proposed, and the BJP lashing out back at the Congress, saying that, they were the ones who implemented the hike, that they could have refrained from implementing it. However, we must, of course, remember that at the end of the day, these trade unions are, the revenue generating bodies for the state of Karnataka, and to keep them pacified, of course, would be very crucial for the state government. A meeting that's been called tomorrow, we'll have to wait and see what comes out of that and how now the government is going to be pacifying them, because, rolling back this hike is not an option, is what the minister has said there, because this is a hike that's coming from the KERC. So we'll really, of course, have to wait and see how it pans out. Industries, bodies that are protesting today that have called for a statewide bandh are pacified or not.
All right. Thank you for that, Neha. We continue to track that from Karnataka, and we'll be right back with more details coming in.